Hey there. So, something I was thinking about the other day. In a world that rewards constant doing, I realized that I needed to stop. And pause of performance became this practice for me. It was an invitation to breathe, it was an invitation to be still, it was an invitation to honor my story and to also reconnect with parts of myself that had been waiting to be heard. And sometimes that's not an easy thing to do. When we are in this constant space of performing instead of living, we fail to realize that there are so many different signs around us. We rehearse conversations before they even happen, not to connect, but to protect ourselves from judgment. We feel that rest is unearned. You have to deserve it first. And so we keep going and going, even though our mind and body and heart is telling us otherwise. And there are consequences for that. You're exhausted by the version of yourself that you show the world in your personal and professional spaces. You feel that you have to live up to these expectations and requirements, even though you know that each day a piece of you is disappearing. You keep waiting to feel ready. This is a huge one. Before honoring your own needs. What does that even mean? Being ready feels as though you have to have everything put together. In the reality of life, time and unforeseen circumstances are going to be something that we're going to encounter in some way. Being ready and have everything all together may mean that we need to shift our mind in terms of being able to pursue the things that we want to pursue. You apologize for existing, for taking up space, for needing things, because you feel that you don't deserve it and that you're unworthy. And here's the thing, we've all been there. If any of that resonated with you, you're not broken. You're just ready to return to yourself. And one of the things that I realized in this journey that has had its starts and stops at different times is that when I stop performing my healing, these are some of the things that I came to actually understand were working for me and healing me in different ways. I used to think that healing meant that I had to have the right habits, the right words, the right morning routine, the right evening routine, all these things to prove that I was okay. What I realized is that I needed to honor my emotions, which can change from day to day for so many different things. I also needed to know that it was okay to not be okay, and it was okay to express how I was feeling. Not with the expectation at times that people would always understand, but knowing that being true to myself meant honoring each and every one of my emotions. Real healing didn't happen when I performed recovery. It happened when I finally stopped pretending that I had to have it all together. And sometimes that's not an easy thing because it almost feels like you're exposing yourself, not only to yourself, but to others and to the world. And being vulnerable is scary. But when I started to let myself honor the messy, the tired, and uncertain parts, and understand that I'm still becoming, it allowed me more room to pause and breathe. You don't have to perform your healing to have it count. You simply just have to be present and willing to be okay with being vulnerable. And most important, know that you deserve to have this moment to pause and know that you're not broken when you're going through all these different things. You're just simply ready to return to yourself. And so I think that's one of the reasons why this practice of mine is turning into a series of conversations and experiences that I want to share, not only with you, but with others who are on similar journeys and in similar spaces as we're all trying to figure things out. And I hope you'll join me on this journey, because you deserve it, because we all deserve it. We all deserve a moment to take a break and understand that we don't have to keep pretending anymore.